Hey guys, I'm quitting. That's it. I'm quitting. I'm done. What's up, fellas? Welcome back to one of our quick hit episodes that we have for you. Hope everything's going well. Hopefully, you're seeing some change in your life if you're putting any of these little tidbits of wisdom or anything that we can instill into you into practice, and you see some fruit from that. Last time we talked about listening to God and obeying kind of God's plan for our life and realizing that it's a much better path. If you haven't had a chance to watch that, go back to the last episode, check that out. I think everybody can kind of take away something from that, and we've all been in that situation. I want to just tell you guys straight up that I'm going to quit, all right? And I hope that you quit as well. What I'm talking about specifically is excuses, right? As guys, we make a ton of excuses about things, whether how things work, don't work, why things happen, all these things. Excuses are poison to our bodies. They're poison to our mind. They're poison to our faith. They're poison to our family. So what better time to quit than now, right? So the reason why we sometimes make excuses is because reality didn't quite match up to expectations, whether it's in a job, whether it's in family, or whether it's here at church or anything like that. We make excuses to help close that gap. Now, what that also means is we're not aware that our value doesn't come from our doings, our works in life. Our value is a constant matter that was given to us by God. And whenever we realize that, it instantly frees you up to fully embrace God's love for you. So, and I'm guilty of this. Everybody's guilty of this. If they tell you they're not guilty of it, they're telling you right then that they're guilty of it. So, one of the main instances that I can remember in my career was I was working with a superior in a project, and it was just me and him in this meeting, and we were kind of going over a project, going over timelines, we were anticipating problems, all this stuff. We were just going through it all. During that meeting, he stopped the meeting completely. It was just, again, me and him sitting in the room. And he said, "You know what, Perry?" He said, "You know what I like about you is you're not afraid to say you don't know. You're also not afraid to say that you can't do it or come up with excuses. You just flat out just tell us what we can and can't do and what your abilities are." He said, "And that right there is something that I've always admired of you." Hearing that from somebody that was older than me was pretty incredible. That's been in the career for a lot longer than I have. But that also, he didn't know this, and I went back and told him later, but he made a connection between my faith and reality. I knew right then that I didn't have to make excuses for things that either I did or didn't do or other people, because my value wasn't placed on my works. My value was placed on what God thought of me. And that value never changes. No matter what you do or don't do, it does not change. I don't care what anybody tells you, your value is a constant matter from God. In 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 18 and 19, it says, it tells us basically how valuable we are. It says, "For you know that it is not with perishable things such as silver and gold that you are redeemed from an empty way of life inherited from your forefathers, but with the precious blood of Christ, a lamb without a blemish or spot." It doesn't get much more valuable than that. The Son of God bled for us. So we can't make excuses to make ourselves more valuable in His eyes or take away value. It doesn't matter what we do in our life. He's going to love us unconditionally, always and forever. So, whenever an excuse comes up, I want you to take both your hands and I want you to suffocate that excuse. Get it out of your life, because like I said, it's poison. Whenever you take both your hands and you suffocate that excuse, what you're doing is releasing the reins on your life, and you will experience things that you've never experienced before, because you finally opened your heart to allow those things to manifest. So it's tough, guys, because we want to have an answer for everything that happens. We want to be able to give that knowledge to somebody, or just kind of protect our ego, honestly. And that's what excuses sometimes does. It's just to protect us. However, it's cashing in on integrity that you don't want to cash in on. You're giving up stuff that doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. Just be honest with yourself, walk through it, quit making excuses, and just face it head on. I guarantee you the people around you will see it, and I guarantee you your heart will be in a much better place if that happens. Don't think that your value is placed on a shortcoming or overachieving. Your value is a constant being with God, and that's what we got to focus on. Once we realize that, everything else just kind of clicks into place. I hope you guys picked up something from this. I know whenever it kind of came into my mind, it kind of re-energized me into just not making excuses. Own up to some of the mistakes that we make, and just kind of energized me to kind of keep going on it. So, I'm proud of what I'm seeing with you guys. I'm proud of everything that you guys are just taking in stride, and I hope you guys are getting something from this, because knowing your value in God is a liberating, very freeing type message, because we all have that past that kind of holds us down, and sometimes we're more committed to our past than we are to our future, and that's a whole other topic. But once you realize that you're still loved just like the next guy, it frees you and it allows you to run wild in God. So love you guys, praying for you guys. Nothing but good things are coming your way. So glad to be here, and I'll see you on the next episode. See ya.